visit to the White House! Read about it in the Post!
It is indeed an honor, Majesty, for a young, virile land such as ours to welcome the representative of a tiny, ancient, and declining power such as yours.
I'm quite taken with your White House. It reminds me of the quaint country cottages of our dear common folk.
In America, we have no royals and commoners. We're all equal.
Our castles are the envy of Europe.
Our sprawling cattle ranches put your musty fog-bound castles to shame.
But we, my good sir, have India.
While we have all the Indians.
Indians! We have the greatest detective in the world, Sir Sherlock Holmes!
We have Lucky Luke, sir.
Lucky who?
Lucky Luke. The cowboy's so quick he can outdraw his own shadow.
You've heard of Ducky Luke. He puts your bumbling Sherlock Holmes in the shade.
Sherlock Holmes trumped by a mere colonial? Utterly unthinkable.
Care to wager?
Your answer!
It goes without saying this is just between us. Now, here are the terms I have in mind.
I've had it with this cheap prison cutlery.
Hey, Joe, instead of digging out another little spoon, why don't we just ask him for a bigger spoon? I'm gonna go ask the guard if he can maybe lend us a soup spoon. Tough luck, Joe. The place is deserted.
I ain't heard nothing at all. I ain't seen nothing at all.
Joe, you landed on a key. That's the one!
Thought they'd never leave.
Yeah, it's easier keeping them in than it is getting them to go.
Look! Telegram!
That's one sorry prison. I'm afraid there's work to do.
Prison break or no prison break, this conditioner takes 10 minutes.
Whoa!
So, stranger, what's your opinion of our quaint local customs? Primitive, yet not unamusing.
Hold still, I'll get you out of there. Sorry about that, but a little indignity's better than hanging.
My name is Holmes, Sherlock Holmes, private detective in Her Majesty's service.
Pleased to meet you. And my name is...
Don't tell me.
Hey, watch it, chap.
Judging from the dust build up on your horse's nether parts, you've traveled 1,234 miles and 82 feet without stopping. You are far, far from hearth and home. You appear to be the classic lonesome cowboy, and the excessive wear and tear on your holster indicate an ability to draw with uncommon speed. You are Lucky Luke.
Now that's what I call paying attention.
Observation, analysis, and deduction. My genius resides in these three words. be so kind as to fetch some water for Trevor? Very well, I'll do it myself. I'm as humble as the next man.
Well, what do you know?
If that head of his swells any bigger, he'll be wearing that bucket permanently.
So what's a private detective in Her Majesty's service doing so far from foggy London town?
I am pursuing for notorious scofflaws. The Daltons, you know the name?
Yep, it's familiar. The Wild West is a dangerous place for strangers, Holmes. You may not be so lucky the next time.
It was obvious to me that the branch from which I was suspended would support a weight of up to and including 160 pounds. Fully dressed, I weigh 165 pounds. The branch was destined to break. Therefore, my luck is due to the excellence of haute British cuisine.
Elementary, my dear Holmes.
And what's your poison, Luke? A chilled lemonade with a milk chaser?
Yep.
And for me, tea.
What's that?
It is a flavorful mound of chopped leaves, lovingly steeped in water that is simmering but not boiling.
So, Bill, have you heard any news of bank robberies or general mayhem lately? The Daltons are on the loose again.
The Dalton brothers just held us up about an hour ago, just outside of Painful Gulch.
Come, Luke. Have you already forgotten observation, analysis, and deduction?
No time.
Coachman, may I inspect your vehicle?
If it's a stagecoach you're talking about, it's out front.
With a little luck, we'll round him up by nightfall.
My bath might still be warm.
Think you got to go on a diet, old boy.
Why should I? I just lost 160 pounds.
Wait a second. Either this was just cut or they have some mighty big termites around here. Huh, that's funny. The tracks don't continue on the other side. Did the Daltons become intelligent all of a sudden?
The violin is my passion.
You don't say. I'm a harmonica man.
I'm with you.
A cup of tea, my good man?
If that's all you got.
So your trail's gone cold. Some milk?
Yep.
I have a calculated hunch that the miscreants are still within smelling distance, if not closer.
Tomorrow we're going to town to run a few errands.
Hey, Joe, I'm fixing to go fetch us some water before we eat.
Try not to trip over your own feet. We'll drop by the bank around noon. It's quieter then.
My dear Luke, I shall find the Daltons before you do. It's elementary.
The important thing is not who's the first to find those varmints. The important thing is to get them behind bars. Avril?
Swell evening, huh? Lucky Luke! Lucky Luke is here! Right around the corner!
What? Lucky Luke!
All right, nobody move. Oh.
I can shoot Lucky Luke! I can shoot Lucky Luke!
Luke, my good man! Where are you? Drop your gun. By order of Her Majesty, I command you to desist.
Yikes! We're hitting the road.
I must insist that you give yourselves up immediately, if you please.
Oh,
Are you all right?
somebody knocked me out.
I assure you, Luke, I play fair.
Yeah, I know. You're an odd duck, but you're an honest one.
How is Sir Sherlock doing, Edgar?
With our help, he's maintaining a distinct lead, Your Majesty.
Carry on, Edgar, carry on. The mere thought of that peasant Grant leading it over us puts us into a most unstable mood.
Saddle up, Holmes. They can't have gone far.
On the contrary, dear boy, the information in this nail sliver may spare us the trouble of a long, fruitless chase. Positively scintillating. This nail was bitten off 8 minutes ago. It came from a hand which has not known soap for approximately 654 days. The intensity of the bite marks indicate profound intellectual concentration. Subject was planning some felonious transgression. A bank robbery will be my guess.
And that would have to be the Rich Gulch National Bank, which I calculate is 34 miles from here.
This old Sioux trick will bamboozle anybody who's hot on your trail.
This time I really gotta hand it to you, Joe. You said get on backwards, so that's exactly what I did, Joe.
This is a stick-up, and this is for them that's hard of hearing. Interesting technique.
Crooks these days think nothing of turning their backs on old traditions.
Heads, Lucky. Look, I got me a bone to pick with that do-gooder.
Seen the Daltons around anywhere?
They held up the bank an hour ago.
Listen, old chap, your interference is quite unspeakably rude. Mr. Luke is conversing with the publican.
You have any idea which way they went?
They're heading east, but in reverse.
Let's go, Holmes. Oh. Holmes?
Just a moment, Luke. These gentlemen have asked me to join them in a hand of poker. I'm ignorant of the game, but I never pass up a chance to further my learning.
When you're done losing your shirt, I'll meet you outside.
It's real simple. There are 5 5 cards per person.
Lucky Luke's leaving. Let's follow him.
Would you little darlings care to step out with us?
Well, then,
It would appear that we've lost Lucky Luke, Your Majesty.
you'd better have a bloody good excuse.
We were forced to defend the honor of the British Army, Your Royal Majesty.
Such a ridiculously easy game. Ew. Majesty.
Holmes, the honour of England hangs in the balance, and you spend your time playing cards. It is absolutely essential that Eternal Albion triumph over these hayseed colonials. Get to work, Holmes. Find those bandits.
You may rest easy, Majesty. I've found them.
Well, you may find they pinch a little at first, but there's nothing to worry about. In time, they'll stretch.
Bold yet elegant. I'll take them.
I'll go and round up Holmes, and then we're off. Now, where's he got to? His rig's still parked there. Odd, he should have disappeared without... Huh?
Pop told me about this hideout years ago. Look out, it's a little dam.
Yep, it's damn.
It's darn damn.
How come nobody told me how wet it was gonna be?
They went that way.
Commodore Holmes's rule of thumb is, if you see a criminal fleeing in one direction, set out after him on the spot in the opposite direction.
Well, you fellas feel free to do things Commodore Holmes's way. I'm going where the Daltons went.
Thank you, Averill. You're most kind.
Weren't no trouble at all, Mrs. Queen.
What do we do with these two? We'll ask for a huge ransom. We'll put it in a letter. Who can write? I'll bet you know how to write.
Majesty?
Right knee to the floor, Averill, with all the grace you can muster. Now flutter your hand gently and incline forward in humble obeisance.
My hindquarters are on a kerfuffle, Majesty.
Joe, how do you know it's really a demand for a ransom?
William's right, Joe. None of us can read. He could have written anything at all.
We gotta get someone to check it. But who?
Joe! It's me, Lucky Luke! I know you're in there!
Averill!
What do you want? You're not mad about my doing the laundry, are you?
Come out with your hands up!
We got us some hostages. Holmes and the Queen are somewhere or other. If you come one step closer, I'll blow 'em to kingdom come.
I'll make a trade with you, Joe! My life for the Queen's.
All righty, but only on one condition. The exchange has to take place on a bridge.
A bridge? We're miles away from any bridges, Joe.
How come you need a bridge, Joe?
Because that's the way they always do it in the movies.
I know my axe from a hole in the ground.
As soon as we've got Luke, you grab the Queen, all right?
Can you swim, Majesty?
England is surrounded with water, my good sir.
Hey, Joe, aren't you worried that they'll... Joe?
Where'd they go? Where'd they go?
There!
What's wrong with you idiots? Get me out of here!
We gotta do something.
Jump in, why don't you?
I'm an even worse swimmer than he is.
I have an idea. Joe, listen to me. You gotta kick with your legs at the same time that you're flapping your arms. Like this. Just kick like a frog, whip your arms back and forth, and away you go.
Majesty to have besmirched England's honor.
Don't give it a second thought, Holmes. We must confess in all honesty that we have not been so royally amused in, a shockingly long time.
Let's go, then. We've got a delivery to make. Let's hope they'll stay in for good this time.
Well, how'd you enjoy your day pass, boys?
You let him go?
Goodness, yes. We have orders straight from the president to let him escape. Heck, not just let him, but to make things as easy for him as possible.
A certain Lucky Luke insists on an audience with the president, Mr. President.
Send him right in. Howdy, Luke. America's just given England another whopper of a shiner thanks to you.